How's it going, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. Today I wanted to go through 3 different strikes and how to apply them to some different pressure points. The first one that I wanted to go through was the ridge hand strike. It's a technique that hits right below the base of the ear, around the area of the lymph nodes. So what you're going to do is strike with the top part of your thumb knuckle, about right here. And you want to make sure that that's tucked in. Do not have it out like this. You want to make sure that it's tucked in, okay? So that when you get ready to do the strike, you can hit right below the base of the ear. And that avoids you jamming up that thumb, okay? So let's practice the mechanics. Stick out your opposite hand, and the striking hand you put in the chamber, and you bring out the striking hand, and as you get ready to do the strike, you'll turn, okay? And you'll hit with that thumb, like so, okay? Okay? You don't want to, when you're throwing a technique, you don't want to bring the arm out like this, because that lets the opponent know what technique you're throwing and where it's coming from, and that gives them some time to counterattack, okay? So just practice it slowly. You always want to make sure to start off slow when you're practicing these techniques, because that gives you the mechanics, okay? Let me get in the horse stance for you. You can practice also in your horse stance. And it's okay to put a little pivot into it if you want to add in some more energy, like so. Okay? Okay? Notice I'm not swinging all the way around, I'm turning the body with it. Okay? Slow. Okay? So let's say you have an opponent that's coming up, they're trying to punch at you or throw some type of technique at you, and you want to use this ridge hand strike. Come in and hit right below the base of the neck. And if you get it just right, you can potentially knock someone out with this strike, okay? So notice, I'm turning the body. I'm not swinging the arm around, okay? Like so. Straight out, strike. Turn the body with it, okay? So that's your ridge hand strike. The next one is the inverted shoe-toe strike. It's a diagonal strike to the base of the neck. A lot of people, when they first start off with this, they want to do it like a chop. And it's not a chop, okay? It's a diagonal strike, like so. And the reason that you're hitting like that is because the flow of that strike, you can feel in your legs if you get it just right, okay? So let's go to our horse stance. Hands in the chamber. Get low to the same ear. Diagonal strike. I'll go slower for you. Here. Practice just coming all the way down. That'll give you the mechanics. Okay? And this technique goes hand in hand with that Jodan block. So let's say you have someone that's coming up top to get ready to strike you on top of the head. We'll just do it in the horse stance. You can come up with that Jodan block, counterattack with this inverted shoe-toe, okay? To the base of the neck, like so. So if someone's coming up, they're throwing a technique at you, block, counterattack, okay? Strike to that base of the neck. And you can just do it like so. You don't have to necessarily low to the ear first. So it can be a block up, base of the neck, okay? Notice I'm traveling down with the strike. Okay? So that's your inverted shoe-toe, base of the neck. Practice that slowly, going at a diagonal. You're not chopping the head off, diagonal. Now, the next one is your palm heel strike. The unique thing about the palm heel strike is that you can hit almost anywhere on the body with this strike. That's what I love about the palm heels. You go to the rib cage, chin, side of the jaw, nose, and so on. You want to make sure that when you're throwing this technique, your fingers are tucked in. Don't have them out. Fingers are tucked in to avoid jamming them. Make sure you hit with that palm, okay? So let's say someone's coming up, they're throwing some techniques at you, throwing some punches, and you want to do some slips. You can come in with that palm heel, like so. Rib cage, chin, push up, nose, okay? Now the unique thing, my sensei was telling me a story. He was saying that he was doing some sparring and his opponent was throwing his palm heel strikes and it didn't feel like much at the time. But the next day he woke up and you could see the imprint just from those strikes, and it can leave some bruises. So you want to make sure that you practice safely, but they are effective, okay? So the pressure points that we worked on today is right below the base of the ear, around the lymph nodes, ridge hand. So come in your hard stance. If you're practicing slowly, bring the hand out. Don't swing it. Come straight out, turn it. And you can pivot the body with it if you want to, okay? Inverted shoe toe. Diagonal strike, base of the neck. And palm heels, they can go just about anywhere. Rib cage, chin, nose, back of the head if the opponent is down, and so on. Okay? So practice these techniques safely. Practice them slowly when you're first starting out. Leave comments if you have questions, if you feel like you need a little help on some of the techniques. Let me know, and I'll be willing to come in and I'll be willing to put out some more content to be able to help you work on the mechanics, okay? So thank you for tuning in. I want to get you well on your way to learning some martial arts. Thank you.